Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with your weekly FTSE analysis done after the London session closed for Thursday the 29th. I'm recording this video now Friday the 30th London time, 7:35 AM in the morning before it opens for the next session. I'm just going to follow on with daily and weekly charts this week. For the FTSE, I'm seeing it as in a fourth wave correction downwards at intermediate degree, which is unfolding as a zigzag because the first downwards wave subdivides so nicely as a five-wave impulse. So this is where minor wave A is over. This upwards movement subdivides nicely as a zigzag. This is where minor wave B is most likely to be over. And minor wave C downwards is unfolding as an ending diagonal, probably an ending expanding diagonal, because this first wave on the hourly chart can only be seen as a zigzag. Within an ending diagonal, all the subwaves must be zigzags, so 1, 2 and 3 also must be a zigzag. 4 should overlap back into wave 1 price territory, but can't move beyond the end of the second wave. The diagonal is invalidated with movement above 6627.96, so that invalidation point today is the same as on the daily and hourly charts, and it will remain the same for some time yet. I would expect minor wave C to end at least a little bit below the end of minor wave A to avoid truncation, just a bit below 6023, but intermediate wave 4 may not move into intermediate wave 1 price territory, which has its high at 5989.07. So overall for the FTSE for several weeks yet, I'm expecting very choppy, overlapping, generally trending downwards movement to complete a big fourth wave correction. Let's have a look at what happened on the hourly chart where the start of minuet wave A within minute wave 3 zigzag, this point here is this point here. From this high to this low we have a nice complete five wave impulse. From this low to this high we have a nice zigzag complete with a nice expanded flat in the middle for the B wave with a nice ratio between A and C there. This may be where minuet wave B is over, although it's possible it could be moving further sideways as an A, B, C flat correction if we move all of this down 1 degree. If it does move further sideways, I wouldn't expect it to move much higher. If it does, it can't move beyond the start of A, above 6627.96. From this high to this low, we have a nice five-wave impulse, and there are ratios between all the actionary waves here, 1, 3 and 5. So I'm confident that this downwards movement is labelled correctly as an impulse, and this upwards movement should be a completed zigzag. So we should see downwards movement to start next week, or to start Friday's session anyway for the FTSE, as minuet wave C comes to end at 6275.47, my short-term target for the next week. Minuet wave C would reach equality in length with minuet wave A. But a more reliable way so far, I think, for the FTSE to find targets is ratios between actionary waves. So when we know where the third and fourth wave within the C wave have ended, we should use sub-minuet wave degree to recalculate this target. But we can't do that yet because we don't have the end of the third and fourth waves. So last week I was expecting some upwards movement for the FTSE to a short-term target at 6476 to 6486. It did move up 30.71 points higher than the target before turning downwards. I'm expecting for the next week for the FTSE overall downwards movement to that short-term target, and when that zigzag for minute wave 3 is over, look out for a deep upwards correction for the following fourth wave. That's all for me this week with your FTSE analysis, and I hope that everyone had a fabulous week.